again, like, I mean, I look at myself as a colossal failure. Like, it's a cool story, but like, what did it accomplish? Like the the real estate failed, the rapping failed, the weed failed, the legal stuff failed.
So, what year do you end up getting out of prison?
I got out in August of 25, August 21st, 2025. I was released to a halfway house.
Okay, and then so you're on papers until what, 2030?
Yes.
Wow. Now, what has your experience been like acclimating back into society?
It's been extremely difficult, to be honest with you. Um, I think things got like really weird while I was gone. I think that's everyone can say that life is significantly worse for most Americans in 2026 than it was in like 22, right? You know what I mean? Like, not that he was even great in 22, but like compared to say like 2016, 17, I mean, I think most people are like living in a way worse reality. Many people are. Um, so I think I came out, prices like tripled in 3 years. People are miserable, like miserable. It just seems like all the joy got sucked out of the world while it's 10. So it's like it's been very hard. And then structurally, it's like, of course, I have to try and start my own business because in this economy, giving a 44-year-old felon anything but the most menial of jobs, and I'm not manually skilled. I mean, I wish I was like a skilled contractor, stone mason, things like that, because then it's got to do your own thing. I was trained to be like a lawyer, a writer, and like a bad guy. So like I'm not. No one knows those jobs, the ones that AI is fucking plowing up by the day. They're for younger people with criminal records. So like, it's just been everything has been hard. Like, here's the thing: my wife, my child, and my family and my close friends. That's been like just like the people who love me. But like besides that, like structurally, like the X's and O's, the nuts and bolts, everything sucks. Everything is hard. Like nothing's fun, nothing's easy, nothing's chill, nothing's good. Like it's just kind of like it's like having like a total absence of dopamine, like no dopamine. Like it's like I'm incapable of experiencing positive emotions. I mean, not vis-a-vis my child. With my kid, it's different. My family, it's different. But just like things for me in the world, I just don't feel those things anymore. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't.
For your personal self?
Yeah, because again, like I mean, I look at myself as a colossal failure. Like it's a cool story, but like, what did it accomplish? Like the the real estate failed, the rapping failed, the weed failed, the legal stuff failed. I'm a good storyteller. Like it's a cool story. Like I can give these interviews, and I enjoy doing them. To some extent, because like the story is kind of like all I have left of me, like from the time where I liked who I was, because I was living my dream and had a really cool life where we could go around the world, and it was like everything was so open and free and beautiful and whatnot. And I look at it and I'm like, now, and I'm just like, again, I don't feel like a loser because I think a loser to me is someone who never tried. Just be someone like who just sat on their couch and smoked weed for the last 20 years. They wonder why they're at. But I do feel like an enormous failure. Like I carry the weight and the burdens of all of this failures. And now seeing where I am compared to where I was, and now I really have people depending on me, like my wife and my daughter. Um, it just feels like such an uphill struggle, you know? At the same time, I understand that what I was doing was highly illegal, so therefore most likely sustainable. Like I'm not naive, but uh, it was a beautiful time. Though. It really was. It was a beautiful.
You feel like you wasted your best years?
Yeah, I I feel like I gave my best years to a a very nihilistic culture in terms of like, well, not hip hop's not nihilistic. I gave my best, some of my best years to hip hop. Again, like Aesop Rock said in that one song, hip hop doesn't owe you anything though. So it's like you can give hip hop whatever, like doesn't hip hop doesn't owe you shit. Yeah, it's some song I think where I think it's nothing to save or I forget or whatever, but yeah, he made that point. Like hip hop doesn't owe you shit. So I did give a lot of my years to that and it didn't work out the way I wanted. And that made me very sad and feel very poorly about myself. And honestly, that was one of the huge motivators that made me sell weed as hard as I did because I just felt like I was walking away from like scorched earth, basically. Um, and then to fail at the weed after I built it up so high and had worked so hard at it. And then yeah, I gave like I was on some street shit, bro. Like I gave my life, I gave a lot of the best years of my life to hustling and to making money with my friends. And while it was successful, in the end, I lost so much and I had to go to prison and things are so bad now that I would have to feel objectively, yes, like I squandered those years. I had some good experiences, but I didn't, and I wasn't like I like blew it like wild. You know what I mean? Like I saved a lot of money and it's like you make some bad investments and it's like you might as well have fucking blown it. So yeah, I do feel like I wasted it. Like I said, I'm proud of the fact I didn't tell, and I don't ever plan on being in trouble again. Or I'd be in trouble, I would never tell on any. But you know, like uh, like that, like the life of a G, or like you're constantly in fucking federal prison for drug trafficking, racketeering conspiracies. It's a death cult. It is. There are some really good, there are some strong, stand up, solid dudes, warriors or whatever. But it's a death cult. Like you're you're gonna die. You're gonna die in jail. That's where it goes. If you're not a rat, if you're a good dude, you're gonna die there.
How many official years did you do in prison?
Almost 4, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
almost 4.
So you
Almost.
didn't have to do the minimum 5 then.
No, well, you get a little bit of time deducted for good time. I ended up giving back most of my good time. I did. Shout out to Trump, bro. As much as I hate him and as much as I know he's a fucking chomo, he he that first step back, baby. That knocked a year off my sentence right there. That FSA. That first step act. I got 1 year, so that made the 5 into 4. I got a little bit of halfway house and I had a tiny bit of good time left. Like a couple months of good time I haven't lost. So add all that up and it's like 3 and change.
Now, what have you done since you've been home? Like, are you working like a part-time job? You just focusing on trying to create a business now? Like
I've just been
you
working full time. I've just been working full time trying to create a business with some of my friends that I've partnered up with. They already have some stuff going on in the field. Um, so I was late to join, so I couldn't get in on what they were currently doing, but I can get in on what we're trying to do now. And I that's been all my time. And then honestly, the rest of it is just like with my daughter. So it's like I'm basically like I'm working absolutely. I'm not just chilling like playing the video game or whatever. Like I have no free time. I don't do anything fun. Um I I I do what every other parent does. I take care of my kid. You know what I mean? Like any fucking respectable father man would do with their kid. I try to spend as much time with her as possible because I didn't spend any time with her. And like we're very close down. I'm really grateful for that, obviously, because I love her more than anything on earth. Spend all my time with my wife and my kid, and um, I carve out then another 8 to 10 hours a day to work on shit. Take the phone calls, send the emails, whatever.
have you considered going back into music?
Yes, I mean I have some beats. I need to write to them. I definitely feel like I have a great story to tell now, and I call things from a certain like. I mean, it's like street rap unlocked. You know what I mean? Like I could come back and really talk my talk about some shit that I couldn't before. Um, it's something that I want to do. I've just been so fucking slammed. I'm what 9 months home, so I'm 270 days into being a dad. You know what I mean? Plus, I have to get this business going. so that I can properly, as a man, so I can properly support my family and do the right thing as a father and a husband and a provider. So like I've just been like laser focused on those things to the detriment of pretty much anything else. I have any other free time, I go see my parents, try have them come down visit. I mean, they live close, but like have them come over, go up there, whatever, have them visit with the kid. That's it. Me and my dad eat lunch with him when he has time, and like whatever. That's it. I'm you know just trying here, trying, bro.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Would you feel different about your life and your story if you were able to write a film out of it and it becomes successful?
Oh, absolutely, because then that would solve a lot of things. Like it would give me a creative outlet and like obviously some of the acclaim that my massive starving ego hasn't gotten that has gotten me into all this bullshit in the I could feed my massive, Grand Canyon sized ego. So that'd be great. But more importantly, result be amazing because again, it'd be a way, maybe an entry into something else and a way again to adequately provide for my family in a legal manner in a way that doesn't endanger myself anymore. So yeah, I would love it. It'd be really cool. I try, like there's like we're working on like a documentary. I mean, documentaries don't make any money. That's just to tell the story. I'm not saying it's impossible. I just think that like people are spending so little money creating content now that I just don't see anyone like it would take a miracle. It would literally take like, hello, Daniel Music, this is Mr. Big Shot Netflix guy. I'm willing to give you X amount of money flying you out to LA next week. It would literally be like the hand of God reaching down. Like I don't think it would happen in any other way, and I'm not holding my breath, I guess would be the best way to say it.
All right, man. All right, Dose, man. I just want to thank you so much for your time, bro. Is
Thank
there
you.
anything
I
else you
really
want to
appreciate
say
you,
to the
bro.
people?
Um uh yeah. May you never have to live your ideals because it's a motherfucker. Theory is one thing, practice is hard. So, may I hope that most people that like you don't ever have to be like, all right, in the most desperate point of my life, this is what I would do, and then actually have to do it. I don't wish that for anybody. And to anyone that I offended or upset, that's legitimate. I mean, for people that are just like pieces of shit, fuck you. But for like anything that I like wasn't it or whatever, you know, I apologize. Blanket, blanket apology. Yeah, I mean, I ain't here to hurt anybody, man. Just here to try and live my life.
Appreciate you, Dose. We definitely gotta do a number two in the future and
I'm
everything
ready, bro.
after you get everything going and stuff. Because I know you got tons of stories and
Oh,
man,
I
I
got
just
yeah.
appreciate
We
you.
ain't scratch the surface, baby.
Right,
We
right.
ain't scratched the surface.
I actually moved like 6 questions to the second interview already.
All right, let's go. Let's go,
I appreciate you, man.
my dude. Thank you.